One thing that I have grown less tolerant of is the victim Olympics. I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand being around people who keep talking about what's happening to them and not for them, who won't let go of the past and just move forward, who blames everybody else for their shortcomings. I cannot stand that shit. That shit is draining. And the more you self-develop, the more you start to realize how much control you really do have over your life, the less tolerable you'll be to it too. You are not a victim. I don't care what happened. Yes, life is hard for everybody. Everyone goes through things. And we're not going to sit here and compare hardships. Everybody goes through things. But the question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And listen, I'm not, when I talk about what are you going to do about it and, life for everyone, I'm not sitting here talking about illnesses that people go through. Okay, you can't control everything. But there are a lot of things that you did that played a role in the things that took place in your life. And that's the part that most people don't want to hear, especially in your adult life. You can't control what happens to you when you're a child. Absolutely not. You can't control if you get sick or if you get diagnosed with something. Absolutely not. But when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your job that you hate, when it comes to the people that you allow into your space, when it comes to the routines and the habits that you have for yourself, you can control all of that. And you choose not to. You choose not to. You want to sit around and talk about how broke you are, but look at all the horrible spending decisions that you made. And I used to do the same shit. I used to be balling out of control. Just balling out of control. And then sitting there mad because I'm broke trying to figure out how I'm going to pay my rent. Well, that's my fault. That was all my fault. And when you can accept that, when you can reflect, when you can look at yourself in the mirror and recognize that you're the reason why and have some accountability for your life, now you have power because now you can change it. You can learn from those situations and you can do better next time. But the people who sit in victimhood, the people who want to sit around and complain and act like they can't do anything, they will never change because they don't see the role that they played in their life. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It's pathetic. There are grown ass women who sit around all day and want to complain about their problems instead of realizing that if they just got themselves up and if they just did something about it, life would get better. Life would get so much better. If they just locked in and finished the thing that they said they wanted to do to sell their products, to start their business, to lose the weight, whatever it is, life would get better because they would start to feel better about themselves. But people want to just sit in hopelessness. What is that doing for you? What does that do for you? And then the problem is, this is the problem, you end up surrounding yourself with other victim mindset people. We attract what we are. I know you may not want to hear that. I know I didn't want to used to hear it, but it's the truth. You attract what you are. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You are a reflection of the 5 people you talk to the most. Birds of a feather flock together. If you were truly different and better than your friends, y'all wouldn't be friends. There would be nothing but tension. Y'all wouldn't get along because y'all got 2 different mindsets. Y'all going in 2 different directions. But if y'all get along just fine, that's because y'all just alike. Y'all just alike in some way, shape, or form. Y'all have very similar mindsets. So what y'all probably do is sit around and compare problems all day. And talk about the economy and, the government need to do this, the government need to do that. No, you need to get up and do something. Fix your life. Get up. Do something about it. You have excuse after excuse after excuse as to why you can't get stuff done. If you are an able-bodied adult, meaning you don't have no disabilities, you ain't got no mental health conditions, and even that, some of y'all love to just throw these mental health conditions. No, you're just lazy. Some of y'all are just pure lazy. Some of y'all are just pure lazy, and you weren't even professionally diagnosed with the mental health disorder that you claim you have. It's something you done looked up on Google and you said, yeah, that's me. No, it's not. You're just fucking lazy. You are so lazy. Some of y'all, okay. Some of y'all, no. You're just lazy. You won't even get up and fix your life. You want to sit in victimhood. What does that do for you? All that does is make you feel worse about yourself. Why do you choose? Why do you choose to feel bad about yourself every single day? Why do you do that? Just ask yourself, why do you prefer to feel bad about yourself every day instead of to feel good about yourself every day? Why do you make that choice? What does that do for you? Did that help you pay the light bill? Did that give you peace of mind? Does that help you sleep better at night? No. It doesn't give you peace of mind. The light bill's still not paid, and you feel like shit. It's not doing anything for you. But you want to sit in this victim mindset. You want to watch victim content, and you want to talk to victim friends. So y'all can just be one big old victim. You're not a victim. You are an empowered woman, but you don't want to see that. You're so closed off. You're so closed-minded. There's nothing that I can say that's going to convince you otherwise. Then fine, keep living like that. Keep living like that. Keep wasting the life that you're blessed with living like that, having that mindset and getting absolutely nowhere. Go ahead, because I promise you, until you fix what's going on in this pretty head of yours, nothing for you is going to change. You have more control over your life than you give yourself credit for. That is the truth. You're not a victim. If you got up off your ass, if you dried your tears and you got to work, you would get stuff done and you would feel better about yourself. I promise you that. I promise you that. And this is coming from a woman who used to be depressed, who used to be anxious, who used to hate her life. Now I love my life. I'm so peaceful. How? Because I decided to get my ass up and do something about it. I decided to stop sitting in victimhood. I decided to stop giving people so much control over my life. And I started to take control over my life. I started executing the play. Some of y'all can't execute because you won't close these apps. You refuse to get off of your phone and do something. You want to watch and scroll all day. The doom scrolling is crazy. The amount of scrolling that you do, that's another reason why you feel like shit. Because you won't get off these apps. You won't stop scrolling, and then you wonder why you feel like shit. Look at the content that you watch. Look at how much you compare your life to other people. Get outside and touch grass. Can we do that? Can you go on a walk today? Can you close the phone today? Because the routines and the habits that you have, that's why you feel the way you feel. It's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. The reason why you feel the way you feel is because of the things that you do every single day. It's the people that you talk to, the content that you watch, the excuses that you have, the vices that you have, the distractions that you refuse to let go of, the procrastination that you do on a day-to-day basis. That's exactly why you feel the way you feel. Just imagine if you changed up one of those things. I'm not even asking you to change up everything. Just change one thing today. Oh, no, you're not going to do today. No, today's not a good day, right? You're going to start tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, you're going to start tomorrow. And then when that tomorrow comes, now it's going to be, you're going to start on the 1st. Then the 1st is going to turn into 2027. And then you've wasted yet another year of your precious, valuable life that you do not get back to choose misery. You're choosing depression. You are choosing anxiety. You make that choice every single day. That's what you choose. And you're so delusional that you don't even realize that it's a choice that you make every single day. Because you won't close the apps, because you won't follow through with one promise that you made to yourself. You want to feel miserable. Keep on feeling miserable. I'm here to tell you it doesn't have to be that way. I don't care what you're going through. It does not have to be that way. That is a choice that you make every single day because you refuse to show up for you. You are not a victim. And I'm not giving you that excuse. Not over here. Take that shit somewhere else. Make sure you're joining the Patreon if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.